Stand by, everybody. Here we go. Tape is rolling and speeding.
For me to have the opportunity to sing with Jerry Lee Lewis, I want to tell you, it's been a dream of mine.
I think that Jerry Lee Lewis is one of the cornerstones of rock and roll. I think he's extremely important.
Well, he plays good blues, jazz, country, everything.
He was just like a force of nature.
He can just sing anything and make it his own.
It's just, you know, it just, wow.
And it's never dull when you're working with Jerry Lee. There's always something going on.
But he was right there at the beginning of rock and roll, and he's definitely a rock and roll legend.
I'd put him on Mount Rushmore.
Don't leave your women folk around when Jerry's in town.
His name should be among the best that ever did it and got away with it.
Jerry Lee Lewis!
You shake my head and you rattle my brain. Too much love that a man sings. You broke my will, what a thrill. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. I let you love but I thought it was funny. You came along and you moved me, honey. I changed my mind, love is fine. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Kiss me, baby. Ooh. Should. You're fine, no kind. I'm gonna tell this world that you're mine, 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 mine. That you're my left, right on the ground. Real everybody show is fun. Come on, baby, you're driving me crazy. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. You're fine, so kind. I'm gonna tell this world that you're mine, 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 mine. You're my left, bit on my thumb. Real everybody sure is fun. Come on, baby, you're driving me crazy. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. What's that, baby? Do I like what? Just check my track record, honey. It stands for itself. The chantilly lace and the pretty face, all these days are hanging down. Wiggle in the waltz, giggle in the talk. Ain't to make the world go round. Ain't nothing in the world like a big-eyed girl to make me act so funny. Bet my doggone money, feeling me to lose like a long-necked goose. Like, hey, baby, that's what I like. What's that, honey? Well, I what? And I what? Do I what? Well, you can't ever tell about Jerry Lee Lewis, honey. I just might. Chantilly lace and a pretty face, all these days are hanging down. Wiggle in the waltz, giggle in the talk. All it makes the world go round. Ain't nothing in the world like a big-eyed girl that make me act so funny. Make my doggone money, feeling real to lose like a long-necked goose. Like necky, 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 necky. Watching Jerry Lee, what I'm trying to do. Honey, tearing me up on this telephone. Just yapping, 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 yapping. When you break it all down, honey, you know what I want. Hey, chantilly lace and a pretty face, all these days are hanging down. Wiggle in the waltz,
Jerry Lee was born September the 29th, 1935. He come out feet first, running.
Here comes the reason for all this commotion. Mr. Commotion himself, Jerry Lee Lewis. Here he is. Yeah.
You shake my nerves and you rattle my brain.
I saw Jerry Lee's debut on network television on the Steve Allen Show.
The first Steve Allen show, he kicked the stool out and Steve Allen kicked it back across the stage.
Jerry Lee was part of Sun Records' $1 Million Quartet.
Do you remember what you were thinking when that was taken?
I was wondering why he was sitting down at the piano. He looked up at me and said, I think everybody should know how to play a piano.
Along with Elvis Presley, Johnny Cash, and Carl Perkins, Jerry Lee Lewis would forever change the landscape of popular music. Jerry Lee had become an internationally renowned superstar. In 1958, he and his young bride Myra arrived in England for Jerry's first European tour.
I was there when he came over to England and he had just got married.
Finally, I'm going to see this man live.
The British tabloids turned the fact that Jerry Lee married his 13-year-old second cousin into a worldwide scandal.
I don't think as a kid I cared. I don't think it wasn't a big deal.
He came out in the newspapers that, child bride.
When were you married? When were you married? Well, we leave our personal questions out of this, sir.
And I can say, well, you know what? I'm the product of that. I love that. I'm very, very proud. My parents loved each other. They loved each other. It was a different time, and, they were all looking for an excuse, to get rid of this rock and roll. And so, he was the scapegoat.
Rock and roll has got to go, and go it does.
And he never was bitter. He never regretted it. He never questioned it. He just kept on going.
Well, I sometimes think maybe I might have changed a few things if I could go back.
No.
But no.
He went from being probably as big as Elvis was at the time to being virtually out of the business.
It was hard going for Jerry Lee, but he survived the uproar only to fall and rise again in the worlds of country, gospel, R&B, and ultimately with a return to rock and roll stardom in what was to become the most tumultuous career in music.
Goodness gracious, great balls of fire.
I remember the first time I heard a whole lot of shaking going on. It was 1957. And from that day on, I was a Jerry Lee fan. So actually singing with Jerry is fantastic. Sometimes he asks what key was it in when he recorded it. Some keys I know and some I don't. The Green, Green Grass of Home, was, I just let him put it in whichever key he wanted, and I'm fine with it.
The old hometown looks the same as I step down from the train. There to meet me was Mama and Papa.
Down the road I look, and there runs Mary, hair of gold and lips like cherries. It's good to touch the green, green grass of home. Yes, they'll all come to meet me, arms are reaching, smiling sweetly. It's good to touch the green, green grass of home. The old house is still standing, though the paint is cracked and dry. And there's that old oak tree that I used to play on. Down the lane I walk with my sweet Mary, hair of gold and lips like cherries. It's good to touch the green, green, green grass of home. Then I awake and look around me.
4 gray walls surround
Yes, it is.
And I realized how much
Yes,
I was only dreaming.
I know the feeling. Because there's a God,
There's a God,
there's a sad old padre.
yes,
Arm in arm, we'll walk at daybreak.
again,
Again,
we'll touch
we'll touch
the green, green.
grass of home. Yes, they've all come to see me in the shade of that old oak tree as they lay me
Beneath the green, green grass
of home. Jerry Lee Lewis right there. That's where I got that song from Jerry Lee Lewis. Jerry recorded it first. You want to try End of the Road? What do you think?
Oh, yeah. Well, we're dark, night is long. I don't care if I never get home. I'm waiting. I'm at the end of the road.
Stopping outside in need of the moon. Oh, what the heck do I want with the moon? I'm waiting at the end of the road. Take it.
Well, you can jump in my boat and you can give it the gas. But I'm the daughter, don't give me no slack.
Get your foot stomping on the floor. When you get here, we're gonna rock some more. Well, the way is dark, the night is long. I don't care if I never get home. I'm waiting for you at the end of the road. Play it, Kevin.
Well, you can jump in my boat, you can give it the gas. But I'm the daughter, don't you give me no slack. Take your foot, stamp it on the floor. And when you get here, we're gonna rock a little more.
Well, the way is dark, the night is long. I don't care if I never get home. I'm waiting for you at the end of the road. When I'm waiting
at the end of the road.
I'm a great, great fan of this incredible man who has such a spiritual feel and such a gospel touch with everything he does. You know, when I think about Jerry Lee Lewis playing the piano, I think about an angel reaching down, putting his hands on your hands and saying, play what you feel. We had fun. It was that moment. It was that passion. But, you know, we connected immediately after the first line. And it was just like, you do your thing and I'll do mine and I got your back. And that's what happened up there.
Hey girl, you get rid of me. Who will the next boo be? I know I to be something I want you to know. I want you to know about this woman I love so. After all is said and done, yes, she said and done, you wouldn't be satisfied. I won't be satisfied with anyone. No, with no one. Or to turn my monitor back up again. No, no, no. Who will the next fool be? So girl, when you get rid of me, tell me who will the next fool be? After all is said and done, who will the next fool be? Honey, when you get rid of me, I know you're gonna do that, yeah. Who will the next fool be? Who will it be? You wouldn't be satisfied if you had Elvis Presley and Jerry Lee Lewis. Lord have mercy. Lined up in one. You know that's the truth, Jerry. I know it is. Listen, I got a number. After all of those lies, making us hurt deep down inside, with tears falling from our eyes, wonder which way in life could we ever go? Yeah. Well, that's one thing I want to know. After all is said and done, yeah, who's gonna be the final one? Yeah. Tell me, Jerry, after she gets rid of you and me, who will the next stud be? Will it be James Brown? I doubt it. But I still hope he comes to town. It could very well be James. Yes! It could very well be James. You are the best.
You know, the wonderful thing of having the opportunity to play with Jerry Lee Lewis is the dream for me that comes true when I'm playing with someone who does almost what I do. Guess and see what happens. And it was so wonderful. I was a nervous wreck sitting next to this great superstar. You might try to imitate him, but you can't duplicate him.
Well, today I started loving you again. Girl, I'm right back where I've really always been. I got over you about long enough to let my heartache mend. And then today I started loving you again. What a fool I was to think I could get by with only all those few million tears I cried. Oh, I guess I should have known the worst was yet to come. And the crying time for me had just begun. So today I started loving you again. But I'm right back where I've really always been. I got over you just long enough to let my heartache mend. And then today I started loving you again. And then today I started loving you again. Loving you again.
Jerry Lee was born in Faraday, Louisiana, the son of Mamie and Elmo Lewis.
Well, when I was 8 years old, they bought me a piano. They rolled the piano out of the house, and I was the happiest kid you ever seen in your life. Well, I read in this magazine where Sam Phillips had made Elvis Presley into a star. And I figured if he could make Elvis into a star, he could make me into a star. So I beat the trail toward Memphis.
Sam was on vacation, so Jerry Lee spoke with his engineer, Jack Clement.
And I told Jack Clement I didn't care where he went on vacation. I was going out and sit on his doorstep till he got back home. He took notice to it. He said, well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to record you right now so Sam can hear you, because I say you're a very desperate musician. I said, I'm a very desperate man. He played it for Sam when he got back. And I said, I'm here to see Sam. Is he back yet? He said, he's sitting in his office waiting. He's heard your record and he wants to release it.
But now
And that night I heard my record on the radio.
Now blue ain't the word for the way that I feel. That old star keeps bringing this heart of mine.
He's definitely one of the greats. He always has been in my mind.
You got a cheating heart, baby.
We're just so lucky that he's still around and he sounds better than most people out there now.
Your cheating heart will make you weep. You'll cry and cry, lay down and try to sleep.
But sleep won't come the whole night through. Your cheating heart will tell you.
When tears come down like falling rain, you'll toss around and call my name. You're gonna walk the floor the way I do. Your cheating heart catching up with you.
When tears come down like falling rain, oh, you toss around and call my name.
You're gonna walk the floor the way I do. You got a cheating heart, it's gonna tell on you. Your cheating heart will tell on you.
To be on stage with Jerry tonight, man, was like I was born in the country on a farm, man, and it was just like Santa Claus coming, you know. But it was one of the greatest moments of my life to be on stage with him and to have a chance to play one or two notes with him.
Louisiana in the bright sunshine, do a little boogie woogie all the time. We do the Haddock boogie. You do the Haddock boogie. Haddock boogie. Haddock boogie. Haddock boogie makes you boogie woogie all the time. If you're ready to leave, then you both stand still. Give a Haddock and watch a boogie up the hill. Do the Haddock
you so much. Hey, hey.
Do that again.
Thank you. You've done a great job.
There was another time I saw him. After he had been in the hospital, he had a hole in his stomach from some combination of pills that had gone askew. I got the word that he just wanted to see me and Johnny Cash in his room. And I felt like I'd been summoned by Shakespeare and Hank Williams or something. It was so scary. You know, I thought he was going to die. He promised me that he was never going to do that stuff again, and he was going to only sing gospel songs from then on. And I thought, well, whatever, you know, he can do that good too, you know. But then, some months later, I was in New York, so he invited me to go off with him to a show he was doing that night in New Jersey, and we rode out in his limousine, and everything that he'd swore he was not going to do again, he was doing all the way over there.
Don't put no headstone on my grave. All my life I've been a slave. I want the whole wide world to know. Here lies a man that loved just so. Hey, mama, 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 don't you cry. Meet you in the by and by. Tell Papa coming home. The way things are today can't be very long. Don't put no headstone on my grave. figured at least I've come this far, I deserve a monument.
I know Jerry Lee stuff since like day one. I mean, all the songs that I know are people don't know, they're not his modern day what people think of as hits, but they were like the Sun Sessions and the early rockabilly stuff. And we, like, my band plays that. Well, my bonnie, bonnie bee, she like a real queen bee. And it's like, we do a bunch of Jerry Lee. He was playing in San Francisco, and these punks came out to see Jerry, and they had the leather jackets and stuff, and they're standing in the front of the stage, and you could tell they all had attitude. And Jerry came out, and he came to the front of the stage, and like they were really crushed at the front, and he walked over and just stared at them. And he gave them a look that was like, you know, if he had had a knife, he was gonna cut their heart out or something. And these guys just faded, man. They just all faded back, and I went, okay. The Killer, not just the name.
Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly. Oh, they fly high over that old just wondered why ain't I somewhere over the rainbow, way up high. There's a land that I heard of once in a lullaby. Someday I wish upon a star, wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where kisses melt like lemon drops, way above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me, somewhere over the rainbow. Birds fly over that rainbow. Why then, oh, why can't I?
It's a hit. If your sweetheart
She'd send a letter of goodbye. Ain't no difference, you'll feel better if you cry. So awaken from a bad dream, don't you sometimes think it's real? Could it be only false emotion that you feel?
If your heartaches seem to hang around too long, and your blues keep getting bluer with each song, yes, remember, sunshine can be found beyond a cloudy sky. So let your hair down, go on, baby, and cry, 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 cry.
Lee's definitely set a trend as far as piano players. I think anybody in the world can hear him hit the first lick on a piano and they know it's Jerry Lee.
There's no way to really imitate what Jerry Lee does.
A great command and confidence, and yet sounding effortless. It's like something you'd study in a textbook now. But at the time Jerry Lee emerged, it was just recent history.
It's a very flamboyant style of piano playing. There's something of the evangelical in it.
Jerry Lee combined rock music with boogie-woogie music and country. He was just different. And he impressed me at the beginning because it was so free. It didn't seem contrived at all. It just sounded like he was just letting it go. And I asked him who he was influenced by. And he said, I wasn't influenced by anybody. He said, I was born with what I got.
My name is Jerry Lee Lewis, and I'm from Louisiana. Do your little boogie on this old piano. Do it mighty fine, I'm gonna make it shake it. Make it do it and do it and do it and do it and do it until you break it. Call it Lewis boogie, Lewis way. Do my little boogie woogie every day. Make you wanna stop and do the bop. It's called the Lewis boogie, Lewis way. Do my little boogie woogie every day. Said you ain't nothing but a hound. Take my boogie woogie, keep you in the groove. When the saccharine act begins to shiver and to move, it's called the Lewis boogie, Lewis way. Do my little boogie woogie every day.
That was my great sin. Darling, I just can't go.
The phone rang and it was Jerry Lee, and he said, "Why don't you bring your fiddle and come on down?" We played a couple songs, and Jerry said on the mic, he said, "I bet I can play that fiddle as good as you can play this piano." And I said, "I have no doubt about that." He said, "Let's try it." And I said, "Now listen," I said, "you've got a bad reputation with instruments." He played a little bit. He said, "Here." I certainly couldn't play piano like Jerry Lee.
Yeah, you're professional at it. I got a nose slouch hat. I got my roll on my shoulder. I got nothing to do, not even the blues. I'm just bumming around. Got a million friends, don't feel any older. I've got nothing to lose, not even the blues. Just a bumming around. You know, whenever worries start to bothering me. I just grabbed my coat, my old slouch hat. I hit the trail, you see, I ain't got a dime. Hey, I don't feel any older. I'm free as a breeze to do as I please, just a bombing around. I just grabbed my coat, my old slouch hat. I hit the trail, you see, I ain't got a dime. I don't feel any older. As free as a breeze to do as I please, just bombing around. I just do what I want when I want what I do. I'm just bombing around. Thank you, Jerry Lee.
While I'm listening to what he's doing, and I'm just kind of staying out of the way. They sprung the song on that Ray Charles tune, What I Say. And, you know, I heard the song a million times. I should know it, but I've never actually performed or played that song. So Jerry Lee makes it his own. Every song that I hear him play, it's a Jerry Lee song. When I had to face him and I was playing the wordless, you're looking at it, that was kind of frightening.
Don't treat me wrong. Come and love your daddy all night long. Hey, 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 hey. Tell your mama, tell your pa, I'm gonna send you back to Arkansas right now. Hey, hey. Tell me what I say right now.
I was so blown away by the opportunity to get to sing with Jerry Lee, who is one of my personal heroes, been for a long time. I think he's one of the great American voices. I really felt like I was in a dream in here. I wrote a song with Shel Silverstein called Once More with Feeling. And it was the first time I'd ever seen how an artist can transform something you have and make it better than it ever was.
We're just going through the motion of the parts we've learned to play. Never quite together like we both.
Somehow, darling, something good got lost along the way. And our song ain't nothing special anymore.
Let's try one more time with feeling, baby. Take it from the top. Let me feel those tears falling. Don't wanna miss one single drop. If there's anything left to give before we go our separate ways, once more with feeling, and we'll call it a day. You're reaching out to touch me, baby, just the way you used to do. You're looking everywhere but in old Jerry's eyes.
Well, that's an oldie, and it's a goodie, baby. But them words ain't ringing true, and you don't seem very sure you're lying.
Try one more time, feeling, baby. Take it from the top. This one's gonna be the big one, honey.
I don't
give it everything you got. If there's anything left to give before we go our separate ways, try once more the feeling that we'll call it a day.
I got to tell you, I'm in awe. I mean, I'm a huge fan, and it was truly seeing an icon that I've based so much of my own musicality on. It was really wonderful. I'm like a little kid hoping that I got my part right. At the same time, it was really casual. You know, I'm kind of fumbling with the amp, and he just started the piano, and off we went.
What's the sea rising? Yes, see what you have done. Oh, oh, oh. See rise. Take a look at what you've done. Girl, you made me love upon you. Now your regular daddy's done come. One go. ugly studs done come. It showed up just in time.
John Fogerty. Thank you, John. That was beautiful.
Thank you, John. I was standing by my window on a cold, cold and cloudy day when I saw an old hearse come rolling, ought to carry my mother away. Will the circle be unbroken by and by, oh, by and by? There's a beggar on the way in the sky, Lord, in the sky. Undertaker, won't you please drive slow for the party you are holding. Lord, I hate to see her go. Will the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by? There's a beggar on the way in the sky, Lord, in the sky, in the sky, Lord, in the sky. Good.
John Fogerty started singing Good Golly Miss Molly, and Fogerty sounded like Little Richard out there.
Good golly, Miss Molly, sure likes it all. Good golly, Miss Molly, sure likes it all. When you're rocking in the road, you can hear your mama call. From the early morning to the early night, you can see Miss Molly rocking in the house tonight. Good golly, Miss Molly.
Now, baby.
Here we go.
Trouble in mind, but I'm blue. Bet you I won't be blue always. God's gonna let his sun shine till he loses his back doorstep one of these days. I just might lay my head on somebody's lonesome railroad line. That old midnight special ease my troubled mind. hot summer day.
Well, I always have a lot of fun when we get together. Jerry Lee and I are old friends, and I've been a fan of his a long time before we ever met. I used to be a disc jockey, and I used to play his records when he was doing country songs a long time ago, like You Win Again, and then he was doing his rock and roll stuff. But he did all the country songs with a rock and roll flavor, and that's what made Jerry Lee a little different from the other country guys. Jerry is about as high up here as he can get, just as Elvis and all those guys were, so you really can't compare gold with gold.
Goodbye, Joe, you gotta go, me oh my oh. Me gotta go, oh, the field down the bayou. My Avon's sweetest one, me oh my oh. Son, you gun will have good fun on the bayou. Yonder light prospects by Felix Gumbo. Cause tonight I'm gonna see my shadow. Guitar built for John and Gale. Son of a gun will have big fun on the bayou.
Willie Nelson, everybody.
Thank y'all. Thank you, Jerry Lee. Thank you, Willie.
Oh, lot of shaking going on.
You know, I grew up in the South just like Jerry Lee did. I grew up in Northeast Texas, probably only, I bet it's not more than a 2 or 2.5 hour drive from my hometown to his. And I was part of that same Southern culture. I was amazed not only by his singing, his vocal style, but his piano playing. You know, it's a very specialized kind of piano playing. It's a style all his own, really. It's got some gospel in it. It's got boogie woogie in it, and it's a hybrid, but it's rock and roll at its heart.
Well, the news is out. It's all over town. Honey, you've been seen. Been out here in L.A. running around. Excuse me, I mean New York City. I know that I should leave, but then get so mixed up you don't know what town you're in. You win again. This old heart of mine could never see what everybody trusted in you. That was my great sin.
His great sin.
What can I say? You win again.
For your victim now, oh, soon his head like mine will bow. He'll give his heart, but all in vain. And someday say you win again. This heart of mine could never see what everybody knew but me. Just trust in you was my great sin. What can I do? You win again.
What can I do? You win again.
Yeah, thank you, Don.
It's nice to meet somebody who really is that person that they've been built up to be. I mean, in my mind, he's a legend, he's a hero, he's, you know, one of the greats. I mean, just with his piano, you just can't deny the swing and the boogie woogie and the blues, period.
I got nuts in my book when I heard it coming down.
Well, there she is again, and I know about the record machine. She's looking like a model on the cover of a magazine. She's too cute to be a minute over 17.
Meanwhile, I was thinking,
yeah,
she's in the mood, no need to break it. I got this chance, so I'ma take it. If she can dance, then we'll make it. Come on, man, let's make it.
I said go, 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 little queenie.
Hey, 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 hey.
I said go, 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 little queenie.
I said go,
go, go, go, little queenie.
I said there she is again, standing over by the record machine. She's looking like a model on the cover of a magazine. Well, she's too cute to be a minute over 17. Hey!
Meanwhile, I'm still thinking.
Drinking?
If it's a slow song, we'll omit it. Rock and roll, that'll get it. If it's good, I'll admit it. Come on, Queenie.
Hey, hey, hey! Oh, little Queenie. Oh, little Queenie. Oh, little Queenie.
makes it better than the record.
The Rolling Stones, their record, their song, Honky Tonks, is incredible. You can't beat it. So we might as well, flip it upside down, paint it yellow, and, see where it goes.
Met a little barroom queen in Memphis,
Tennessee.
She tried to take old killer upstairs for a ride. She had to heave me right across her shoulder. Cause I just can't seem to drink her off my mind. She's just a honky-tonk woman. Give me the honky-tonk blues. It's just that honky-tonk woman. Give me the honky-tonk blues.
Music is a lot of Jerry's life. I think he needs music in his life to keep him going. I really do. Yeah, I've been playing with Jerry just about almost 40 years, and I'm glad I've been with him this long because I've learned a lot and wouldn't trade it for anything.
Up in the morning, out on the job, working like a devil for my pay, while that lucky old son ain't got nothing to do but just roll around heaven all day. Toil for my woman, sweat for my kids, work till I'm wrinkled and gray, while that lucky old son ain't got nothing to do but just roll around heaven all day. Good Lord above, can you hear me pining? Tears are in my eyes. Send down that cloud with a silver lining. Lift me on up to paradise. Just show me that river, take me across, wash all my troubles away. Like that lucky old son, give me nothing to do. I just wanna roll around heaven. I wanna roll let me roll around heaven all day. Well, I'm gonna write a little letter, gonna mail it to my double DJ. Take the job in his record, show him on my jacket and play. All over Beethoven, I got the head again today. All my temperatures rise, the jukebox blowing the news. I got the rocket as the writer said, and now it has a rhythm review. All over Beethoven, and moving in 2 by 2. If you feel it like, if you love it and you read and you drop it, one another, then you move it on up to the little fella. Do one another. Roll over Beethoven, sing a little rhythm and blues. Yeah. As you wiggle like a glowworm, dance you like a spinning top. Ooh, got a crazy little partner, you ought to see him roll and round. As long as she's got $100 bill, it'll never stop. Roll over Beethoven, roll over Beethoven, boogie boogie Beethoven, roll over Beethoven, roll over Beethoven. Dig a little rhythm and blues.
I'm just tickled to see Jerry Lee getting his due. I was amazed that he was outliving everybody and be the last man standing. I like to think it's his power as an artist. Some people say the more hard stuff you go through, the tougher it makes you. Maybe that's why he's still alive.
Come on over, baby. Oh, that shaking going on. Come on over, baby. Really can't be that wrong. I ain't faking. Oh, that shaking going on. Hey, come on over, baby. We got chicken in the barn. Woo, honey. Come They tell me that's when you got something. I say if you ain't got something, well, then you ain't gonna get nothing. Best stay at home. Take it from me, baby. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah, come on, 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 come on. Shake it,